Assalamu alaikum viewers and welcome to this special episode of CRIMA Podcast. In this episode, we will delve into discussion on CPEC 2.0 and the regional geopolitics. Viewers, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has entered a new chapter, embracing blue economy initiatives, renewable energy, and enhanced regional connectivity through maritime trade. But what does this mean for Pakistan's geo-economic vision? And how does it promotes or it impacts the balance of power across Central Asia, South Asia, and the Gulf? To explore these vital questions, we are joined by Dr. Farhat Asif, who is a policy expert and a notable scholar. Dr. Farhat Asif is also the founding president of the Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies, Islamabad. We are truly honored, Madam, for your presence on this episode.
Thank you so much, Minhaj University, for letting me be into this podcast. I'm truly honored to speak to all the students, faculty members, and across in Minhaj University.
Dr. Farhat, how would you define the importance of maritime trade in today's world, and especially when the different countries are integrating maritime trade in their national strategies for the development and for the enhanced connectivity of their country with other regions?
Thank you so much, Subhan. This is a very important question, especially in this time and age that we are living in. Maritime security, maritime economy is significant not only in this time, but also it has an impact globally as well. You must have seen that in ancient times, all the countries who had reached out to different regions of the world is through maritime and through the sea. And we have seen that the global economy across the world has primarily contributing to 80% of the entire GDP of the global economies. And we have also witnessed that it equates almost a trillion of dollars of the economy that runs through our seas. According to the United Nations, one of the organizations who looked after the economies of the world had witnessed that, as you must have seen, that in 2025 we have seen many wars, geopolitical tensions, and across maritime security issues as well. But despite that, we have seen a little drip of the maritime economy or trade drip there. And despite that drip, we have seen that there is a resilience of the this maritime economy that has showed that despite any challenges that you have, the maritime economy still grow with leaps and bounds. And we have also seen that through the and nations have also invested a lot in maritime, not only security but also maritime economy as well. And when we look at Pakistan's aspects there, we have seen that in recently launched our plan of the CPEC 2.0, there's a lot of emphasis on our maritime economy, blue economy, which is a very significant step that we have seen. And over the time period, Pakistan has also contributing immensely towards building our and focusing immensely on building our global economy through especially blue economy, which is in fact is an important steps that we have seen.
Building on that insightful perspective of yours, how do you think the Pakistani ports are central, especially the Gwadar Port, in realizing Pakistan's geoeconomic goals, especially under CPEC 2.0?
Thank you, Subhan. Again, Gwadar has played an important role. It's kind of called as jewel and crown of CPEC. It is also not only called as jewel of CPEC, but it is called as crown of BRI, Belt and Road Initiative. And the CPEC 2.0, which we have witnessed a transformation or building up of what CPEC 1 was there, we have also seen that Gwadar has contributing and building up. And of course, through CPEC, there is an initial phase of Gwadar which has built its basic infrastructure, uplifted itself, its infrastructure, its communication lines, it's all the linkages that it has, and it is one of the, as you know, it's one of the biggest, largest deep sea port, which shows that it has a huge potential. And when you looking at currently, when you are building up Gwadar's infrastructure, its airport has recently been inaugurated. And we have seen that over the time period, our emphasis remained that how Gwadar functions very well. Despite challenges that you must have seen in Gwadar, in Balochistan, there are several challenges that you've seen related to the security issues which we have witnessed recently. It is because of the fact that how Gwadar is important for BRI, for China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And since our blueprints are ongoing without any challenge, without any what you say hindrance of the policy, and without any what you say scaring of the challenges that we have, we will see that if Gwadar Port or its impact or its economy built, we see that it will be not challenged. What I see is that there's a lot of narrative around how Gwadar is challenging other ports, but what I see is that what I believe is Gwadar is actually complementing other ports. And looking at the narratives that you build, you can build negative narratives about Gwadar, or you can build positive narratives about Gwadar. And what we have seen that over the time period, Gwadar ports building up of its industry or its economic zones, or offering jobs to 200,000 new jobs will be created, airport will be functional, and you can imagine that how our blue economy will be thriving. And recently you must have seen that not only Gwadar but new initiative has also been considered, where we are seeing Pasni as another hub that is there. So I see that there's a lot of what you say complementary impacts that Pakistan will be witnessing, and our foreign policy has remained a balancing act, and we'll see more thriving economies in our ports and our cities.
Indeed, madam. Gwadar, the port in Gwadar is symbolizing a broader strategy shift in CPEC and also in BRI. And how do you think the CPEC 2.0 is different from the earlier CPEC, especially in terms of when we are talking about the regional connectivity through our coastal and maritime infrastructure?
Thank you so much, Subhan. CPAC 2.0 is primarily is building up what CPAC 1 was. CPAC 1 was laying out the foundation of what we see now. CPAC 2.0 is primarily how is focusing on the industry, the agriculture, your social and economic landscape that is building. And you have seen that in the foundational times, we have seen that we have seen the energy build up that has happened. We have seen that how highways had been built up. We have also seen that how basic infrastructure, the footprints, the what you say a map of how you build, how you foundation of the CPAC was made. And in the CPAC 2.0, which is primarily linked to what the action plans of 2025, 2029 action, 2025 and 2029 action plans, where recently 11 MOUs were also signed. We have seen that there is innovation, there is also sustainable maritime ecosystem, there is also industrial landscape that will be built, and there are 5 more corridors in CPAC 2.0 has been also initiated. What are the 5 corridors that within the CPAC 2.0 will be there? So it is growth, it's innovation, it's also industry, green industry, livelihoods that I've shared, and it's also digital, which is primarily what is linking our lands, our cities, our industries to the global hubs as well. And then we have also seen that ML1, the various greater highways that we have been built in CPAC 1 will be lifted up, and new branches of these roads and linkages will be developed. And I've seen that when CPAC 1 was successful, CPAC 2.0 will be kind of a revamping or building up of what you have done in CPAC 1. And it is also currently thriving. And also we have seen that there is also incorporation of blue economy primarily in CPAC 2.0, where Gwadar is an important hub. Not only Gwadar, but what I've seen is that our other ports, which are there in different regions of Pakistan, are also building up, and I hope that there will be a better understanding and also better contribution of people in this CPAC 2.0.
That's a very interesting comparison, ma'am. What steps do you think Pakistan needs to take, especially for renewable energy, for aquaculture, for maritime tourism, to strengthen Pakistan's maritime trade framework, and especially to attract foreign direct investment in CPEC projects and other projects in Pakistan.
Thank you so much, Subhan, for this question. I think that it's very important that both at the policy levels and at the public level, we need to discuss this question most of the time. First, let's discuss about the policy level. We have seen that Prime Minister of Pakistan has traveled to China, and there are also the action plan for 2025-2029 has been signed and also been launched. There are 11 MOUs that has been signed recently, and we have also seen that there is a lot of conversation going on how we are collaborating with the Chinese partners on CPAC framework that you had discussed and various aspects that you had also mentioned, especially about aquaculture, about agriculture, which is also currently thriving. But what we have seen is that there is a lot of contribution from the private sector and public sector as well. There are partnerships that is ongoing. There are also fundings. There are also collaboration happening on agriculture level. We have seen that there is a lot of several launches has been done recently where agriculture partners from both sides had also built up their joint cooperation on new crops, new seeds, new different kinds of pharmaceuticals related to agriculture has also been done. And about the aquaculture, there's also a lot of work has been done as well. And regarding agriculture, I would also like to mention that Prime Minister has also mentioned about the scholarship for the students from agriculture universities to go into China and also study from there. So there is a lot of actions being taken throughout that level. And regarding your question, regarding the aspect of the maritime, we have also seen that how both the institutions from China and from Pakistan are collaborating and learning from each other on various aspects related to that as well. And there are also, special economic zones has been built, collaboration in understanding how to run those special economic zones can be run. That is also been in conversation. What is important here right now is our responsibility as a public. Regarding your question, how can we contribute is important that how our students, especially universities like yourself and your center, CRIMA, can also build the partnerships with the Chinese counterparts and can enhance the ability of the students here to enhance their understanding related to the aquaculture, agriculture, or maritime security or maritime opportunity, blue economy. How can our individuals or students can contribute and not only study and understand, but also contribute in a meaningful manner, in an action-oriented manner, not just only studies that you do. And which I always encourage students to build their lives, not only studying, but also learn from the experiences of the other people.
And ma'am, that's excellent to hear that we are strengthening our relations with China and deepening our relations with China through economic partnership, through economic cooperation. What do you think that how the regional geopolitics of Central Asia, the Gulf, and the South Asia perceive China-Pakistan economic corridor under these deepening of the relations, especially after the extension of CPEC 2.0?
Thank you so much, Subhan. This is also a very interesting question, which I always look up to, and I look at how the regional trends are seen. So, first of all, let's discuss about Central Asia. So, Central Asia primarily a landlocked region, landlocked countries. So, their interest is China-Pakistan economic corridor because it is the shortest route that their goods can travel all the way across the world, and they are more than interested to have Gwadar as their port to reach up to using that facilities, using our ports to reach to the global markets. Then comes Afghanistan, which is a linchpin of security paradigm or security of the region. Recently, as you must have witnessed, that Pakistan and China both had also invited Afghanistan to be part of the China-Pakistan economic corridor. One of the reasons for inviting such an important country, which is an important, what you say, a kind of a tension there are there always for the security reason, for engaging Afghanistan so that their economy, their reach, and of course inviting them into the conversations of all what is happening in the region so that they can contribute meaningfully, not primarily a security-centric state, but also through economic means. As you know, our trade goes from Pakistan to Afghanistan to Central Asian region. So primarily encouraging them to be part of these conversations. And then, of course, our relationship with India. As you must have seen that recently in May, we had been into war with India. India has always remained as a negative opponent of BR, not only BRI, but also as a negative opponent of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Because of China-Pakistan Economic Corridors, one of the regional special economic zone in Azad Kashmir, in one of the regions. So they always discourage that. And you must have seen India's proxies actively working in Balochistan, in creating insecurities, supporting groups. And you must have seen that how the challenges are growing and their proxies, it's known globally. And Pakistan has also shared dossiers of India's proxies and India's illegal activities there in our lands across, length and breadth of where our economies, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is working, has been there always. And the dossier has also been presented in the United Nations. So this tension, this geopolitical tension has always been there. Now, as you must have seen that few days ago, there has also been conversations happening between Pakistan and US regarding Pasni as another, hub. So primarily, what Pakistan is doing is balancing across the region and across the world about balancing its foreign policy, balancing with China and across with US as well. So primarily what is happening is that Pakistan is the future of economies of the world. And what I'm witnessing is that how collaboration is happening. Prime Minister has recently visited Malaysia. Pakistan has also, and Pakistan and the Gulf country, Pakistan and the Saudi Arabia has recently signed this defense pact, is also showing that how significant Pakistan is in not only its geopolitical location, its geographical location, its geoeconomic position in the world, and how it is shaping the geopolitical and geoeconomics of the world and the region.
Moving to our forward-looking note, ma'am, how do you envision the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor 2.0, especially the CPEC for Pakistan, not only for Pakistan's geo-economic goals, for Pakistan's maritime trade, but also as a basic step for a new regional order in South Asia and also for the Central Asia and the Gulf?
Thank you so much, Subhan. It's a very important question, especially why it is important as you work regularly on various projects, on blueprints of your cooperation. This is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is one of the largest foreign direct investment that has happened. At the time when it was launched in 2013, it was collaborated between Pakistan and China at the time when there was no foreign direct investment coming to Pakistan. This has shown that how Pakistan and China celebrate our long-term, not only strategic partnership, our economic partnerships and our people-to-people ties are larger than any ties in the world. And it is important to the fact that how not only CPEC was 1.0, but it is also CPEC 2.0. And it has the blueprint which has been seeing, if you look at the documents or, conversations that has happening over the time period between Pakistan and China and partnerships between both countries, we have seen that it's a steady growth. The steady growth between both the countries, especially on not only CPEC. What I also would like to share with the faculty members and students as well, that Pakistan and China's relationship is not only defined by the CPEC. It has a large number of contribution over the past 7 decades that between both countries has built on, and CPEC is epitome of that relationship. And over the time period, what I've seen is that it is important how CPEC is transformed, how it is envisioned by our leadership on both sides, and how our people are contributing in building up such a relationship, not only at the industrial level, agriculture level, where your farmers are there, and your industry is there, maritime security, maritime built up, your understanding about blue economy will contribute meaningfully in a long term Pakistan's economic betterment And I think that currently, if you look at Pakistan's foreign policy and Pakistan's foreign engagement, specifically on not only on strategic level, but you need to change your lens to looking at how Pakistan's economy is building up. And we have seen that it is going on a strategic trajectory, and I think that this CPEC will contribute meaningfully, and it will show Pakistan's an image that it's a country which is welcoming the investment, and what the negative image has been there for so long has been shattered. So I think that our contribution, me and yours, and many of the students who are there in Minhaj University, their contribution will determine that how the vision of the leadership from both sides, how their foreign offices, their states are looking at. It is us, the people of Pakistan, will envision, will determine the future of our economies and our security as well. Thank you so much,
Thank
Subhan.
you, Dr. Asif, Farhat Asif, for your profound insights on the multi-dimensional implications of CPEC 2.0 and the regional geopolitics. That is truly very insightful. At CRIMA, we believe that such type of dialogues help us understand not only the geopolitics or the traditional topics, but also the emerging topics of this world. To our viewers, thank you for joining us on this special episode. Stay tuned with us. This is Mohammad Subhan Saleem signing off. For until next time, Khuda Hafiz.